All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with one more, actually we'll call this a suite of parodies. So over COVID, I couldn't work because comedy was illegal. And, but I kept writing and stuff, and so this set of parodies is something that I wrote, and I couldn't perform it when it was more relevant, so I was like, I'm just gonna give it a 6-month grace period. And so this is just called the COVID mashup parody. So, and you probably won't recognize this first song if you only listen to Christian radio. I don't know that Snoop Dogg has ever been played on like The Fish. But that's okay. If you don't recognize this song, you have a bigger mansion in heaven. All right. Oh my gosh, you totally recognize this song, don't you? Heathen. 1, 2, 3, and to the 4. Get back or COVID-19 will knock you to the floor. I'm about to make my entrance, so back on up. Please stay 6 feet away when you say, what's up? Give me the microphone first so I can spray it with some Lysol. When I mix bleach with Fabuloso, Corona knows it is in trouble. It ain't nothing but a COVID thing, baby. Been cooped up so long, I'm crazy. My memories before 2020 are hazy. Living through a pandemic ain't easy. Well, actually, it was a little bit easy in the very beginning because all we had to do was stay home and watch Tiger King. Doesn't that feel like 1,000 years ago? And so for me, like I said, I'm an introvert. So being told it is my patriotic duty to not leave my house, guys, that was kind of paradise. As I walk through the grocery store holding my breath, I take a look at the shelves and realize there's nothing left because I held back while the lines were so long. Now, even the tuna cans are completely gone. But I ain't never hoarded TP even if I deserved it. No one died from drip and dry, you know that's unheard of. I'm hunkering down with my book and my tea because Corona didn't take my electricity. I'm an Enneagram 5 and an INFP, so I'll do all my favorite things while social distancing. Waiting out coronavirus, living in an introvert's paradise. No pressure to go out at night, living in an introvert's paradise. No small talk, we hang online, living in an introvert's paradise. Lots and lots of quiet time, unless you have kids, living in an introvert's paradise. Thank you. All right. But it didn't stay paradise for long because, as we all know, the virus continued to spread, and eventually we would get that phone call saying that, hey, you've been exposed, you have to go get tested. For me, that call came last December, and so I did end up testing positive for COVID. Fortunately, it was a relatively minor case. I recovered completely. What I have not recovered from was that nasal swab that the technician took all his anger and frustration out on this little tip of my sinus cavity and brain. So this is for those of you who have had to get tested. So. We're off for COVID testing to get a swab up our brain. We hear it is a terrible test that causes your sinuses pain. If ever, oh ever a test there was, the CDC says to do this one because if I'm positive, my life goes on pause. We're off for COVID testing to get a swab up our brain. Thank you. And I could not have predicted, I just never could have called that masks would have become the divisive issue that they became in our society. And so I'm gonna leave you with this final parody. I know there are very strong feelings on both sides of the fence on this, so just please keep in mind as you're listening to this that my angle is the comedy. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm I'm gonna take my mask to the grocery store so the Rona won't spread no more. I'm gonna wear my mask at the grocery store, 'cause if I don't, then I can't shop there no more. There's a one-way arrow there, but ain't nobody cares. Some wear their mask below their nose, so you better say a prayer. Some think this tiny cloth protects me, others say that's fetching far, but I'ma play it safe and wear it in my car. Graphs, they don't tell me nothing. Graphs, they don't tell me nothing. Graphs, they don't tell me nothing. They're just weird and confusing. Yeah, I'm gonna take my mask to the grocery store. I think you're smiling at me, but I can't tell for sure. Gonna wear my mask at the grocery store, then burn them all when COVID is no more. My name is Kristen Weber. You guys have been a joy and a delight to entertain this morning. Thank you.